don't know what it is, but every time I come to McDonald's, as I'm driving through, everyone just bloody just stares at me, especially the children. I mean, it's not like I'm trying to even be loud either, it's just I'm just driving slowly, but obviously it's a loud beast after the valve deletes. That wasn't me. that was a motorbike. That would have sounded nice on my car though, the way it just revved up like wow wow. But in this video, I just want to go through about stage, well, it could be stage 1 remaps or just remaps in general. So remap figures. Where do these guys come up with the figures, and why do a lot of them either say the same shit, like they'll all just go, oh yeah, we'll just get it from that thing, because they all haven't got the same program software, right? So I can't see why they're all like the same. A lot of them are anyway. But you get some of them that are completely mad, and they're just like stupid amount of horsepower, and you're like, really? I mean, I don't think so. And then you get ones that say like, oh yeah, you only get this, you only get that, so you think they might be more legit. And then you get ones that lie all the time. They give you like figures, and then like a month later it changes, and then a month after that it's even higher, and it's like, what? And it always changes when you're like inquiring about it, and their prices have gone up as well. So I don't know where they get the figures from, but when I went to when I was looking around for stage 1 remap on this, I was looking around. So King Maps is one who usually remaps my car, and he said that you get like, so we're talking about BHP, he said he can remap it so it's 434 brake horsepower from stock. He can remap it to 460 BHP, so 26 more allegedly. And then I looked at some others, and they all said the same thing. And then I found the one I went to, which was Phantom Tuning, and they said that I think it was the same, but they was doing like a deal for, I think it was like £280 or something around that, when usually people charge like 400 or something. JFA, they was charging about 490, I think it was. So I went with like the other people, because, well, like, I asked JFA because I know they're quite experienced with Maseratis, and after this valve delete, I'll have to really shout now, so I'm gonna have a sore throat in every video going now, I reckon. Anyway, so as I was saying, without shouting and losing my voice completely, so I did phone up JFA, and they said, oh no, from a naturally aspirated like engine you would get like 5 to 10 horsepower. I was like, really? He was like, yeah, you would get a lot more than that, 10 tops I reckon. I was like, oh okay. So I went with the other people anyway, because one, they're cheaper, and two, they said that they could give me more. So I got it remapped, and then obviously downloaded it, but then I found out, did they actually remap it? But then I also found out that the valves weren't like opening properly, and it was like stuck shut on one side, so I lost a lot of power. So I wasn't too sure on that. But and then when I got a phone call back from JFA, because they was asking me, did you want to book? And I said, oh, I'm going with someone else. They went, oh, how comes? Well, because they were a lot cheaper. I went, yeah, but we're more experienced. And I said, okay, yeah, but you said you only get like 5 to 10 like brake horsepower. And they said like, oh no, like we can do the same. So all of a sudden they can change it to like an extra 26 brake horsepower, when they said like 5 to 10. So where did that figure come from? Why are they now changing it and saying, oh yeah, we can do better? I was like, okay. So yeah, so anyway, so now that I've nearly completed this exhaust, and I've got the engine light on as well, so because of sport cats, I want to, obviously, I think an O2 patch is what they call it, is like £150. That's if you're remapping it as well, but if it's just the O2, you've got to pay like £300, because they've still got to take all the ECU apart. But that ain't them even remapping it, that's just to get the engine like management light off, so it's off. But so I was thinking like doing that when I remap it. So I can't remember what the remap was, I think it was like 600 and something. And they said that they could do the patch, because where they're remapping it anyway, they could do the patch for like 150. So I was like, okay, yeah, but I want to do like a dyno tune, which is better as well. So I think it comes to like £997 they can do it for. It would have been like a bit more, but I think they're like knocking off about £25 or something. So it would have been like over £1,000 to do this dyno tune and get the engine light off, and obviously do dyno run as well. So it'll be like before and after. So yeah, it's just it's quite a lot of money, but it's pretty worth it. Another thing I don't like about Maserati is it's hard to get the indicators to stick. It's like as you're trying to turn, it keeps on like knocking itself off, and it's only when you're going right. It doesn't do it when you're going left. So I don't know what that is. They've lost more aggressive after it's valved at me. Why is this guy rise up my fucking arse? It's 50 here, mate, and it's fucking average speed cameras. Jesus, I'm gonna piss him off now. Fucking brake checking in a minute. That's what I do. If he'll go up miles, man, I'm like, fuck you. Just because I'm in the fast lane, but it's still 50. Can't really like, you know. Anyway, so if you can hear me, because it is fucking droning now, I've got to admit, the more I'm bedding it in, because it's got like the valves deleted, so it's slightly new piping again, so I think I've got to bed that little bit in. It won't make a massive difference, but it is getting louder and it is starting to drone. So I'm doing 70 in 6th gear. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's quite drony. It's a bit annoying. So me doing the next modification to it, I don't know what it's going to do, and I won't be able to tone it down because actually I won't say any further. I nearly gave it away again. I'm shut up. Anyway, back onto the actual video of the Remap figures. So yeah, so it's £997 for this like Remap, and I need to, because I just want to know that if now the valves are gone, has it like brought it back up to what it should be, like around like the 467 brake horsepower mark, or has it like just not changed at all, and has a Remap actually affected it that much, because I'm not sure, and did the Sport Cats make a difference, because they are meant to add on about 20 horsepower. So I will have to work it all out at home, the figures that the manufacturers have told me from like things like Sport Cats and like X-Pipe and air filter, and then the figures that they're telling me from like the Remap, and then work it all out, maybe take off like 10 to 15 horsepower just because it's an old car now, and see if it's anywhere near it. And if it's not, then who's lying? The manufacturers to do with like the exhausts and everything, like air filter, or the people that remapped it, or Ferrari? Did they lie about the figures of what it should be when it was released? This is meant to be 440 horsepower, allegedly. I'm not sure if that's true. I don't know. So I rang up JFA again because I wanted to get this like tune done by them because they're better, and they said, oh yeah, but you already had a remap. I went, yeah, but I don't care, like I just want to spend the money just to see if you guys can do better, because I'm not sure how good the other people were, like if they did a good job. They never tuned the Maserati before, where this guy in JFA is tuned, I think they tuned like 30 Maseratis like a month. So basically I was thinking like, well, I'd rather get them to do it, and obviously I could do a dyno tune, where the other place, they do a dyno tune, but they haven't got the dyno at their place. It's at a second location, which is a bit far from me. So this other place is like quite near. So I want them to do it, and then obviously take this light off. So I phoned them up anyway, and I thought that I won't really gain anything, but because I've done Sport Cats, because they keep saying, oh, you can't do a stage 2 and all this stuff, I just want to see if it does make a difference, because you know, I've added on stuff. So I've heard as soon as you add on Sport Cats, you've got to get a remap. So I'm not sure what they're going on about. But their figures have changed again, because I'm like inquiring about it and all this stuff. They're now saying that they can get it from 434 brake horsepower to 484 or something, or 83, I can't remember. Like it's 480 something. And I was like, what? I was like, so where did that come from then? Like, first of all, you said that you can only get like 5 to 10 brake horsepower, or horsepower, whatever one it was. And then you're saying that you can get like an extra 26, and now you're saying like I can get like an extra 50. So where's these figures all coming from? And he went, well, that's what it's saying on here. And I was like, why has it changed then since I last spoke to you about a month ago? And they went, oh no, and they sort of like, you know, paused for a little while. I went, well, it's because we've got like new software. I went, oh right, is that what it is? Okay. So I just weren't too sure like what is going on with it. It's just, it doesn't really make sense. Yeah, I don't know. It's a tricky one. I'll still do it. I just want to see what the dyno results are and get this light off. That's the main thing. And then obviously you've got content, and I can hear the beast, like the full exhaust system, like sound really nice on the dyno as well, which is quite nice. So it's just content. But I just want to know what, and if the valves have made a difference as well, because it feels more powerful than what it was. Oh, I should have had the window open on that bit. That's like an underpass. It's really nice. So yeah, so I'm not sure about these figures if they're true or not, but they seem to make it up as they go along. So apparently they're saying that they can get this car to like 483 brake horsepower, whatever it is. Then add on all my mods and that, you're looking at like what, 500 plus, like 510 brake horsepower, something like that. I'll have to work it out, but they're basically saying that they can get it to that. So will it be 510 brake horsepower after I've done it all? That'd be another good video to do, see if it actually has happened. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Oh, another one. Why has everyone like got this temporary thing? No, I'm not. Can I have a toffee latte?
I'm so sorry, we only got lattes at the moment.
Latte's fine.
Is that all we?
Yeah.
Jack, please.
Alright, cheers. I was about to say that the CNS one's got like a notice that says that they're out of some stuff like lettuce. And I said about coffee, I went, oh, we've got no coffees at all. And then that one's got the same sign. I was like, oh, that's what they're going to say as well. Like, oh, we don't do toffee latte, we've got lattes. Oh, well, maybe fine then. I thought I was going to say the same thing. Like, how can you all be the same? Like, oh, we've got no coffees in like 2 different McDonald's that are like 30 minutes away from each other. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video about remap figures. We will remap this soon. Not sure when, but it will be happening probably near Christmas. So maybe a few months time. But stay tuned for that one.